That's awesome. Yeah, all right, well, cool. Well, listen, why don't you invite 3 people to come to the Phone Jams this week, and let's see if next week we can get 3 other people that have 5 demos just like you next week. Does that work? Your money. Hey, you're going to be on my key staff. All right, so, all right, let me show you this here. Hey, by the way, I have a special prize for somebody. I want to recognize this person here today. I got this super cool weeder. Hey, you guys like this? Is this hot? Listen, this weeder, by the way, this weeder is going out right now, and I'm giving this out to Lee because Lee, he helped us 3 days in the office. He's the helper of the week this week. Give Lee a hand. I'll tell you what, man, this guy's going to be an assistant manager. Woo, okay, so you think this could make a better meeting? How do you like it? How easy is that?
You make a better meeting.
Yeah. Hey, look, let me ask this question right here. Could you teach a branch to do this?
Yes.
How good would you have been when you were in your first office if you had this tool? Would this have been sick? This would have been sick. Okay, now, here's the last part. This is the secret weapon. Not that what we did so far isn't really good. Here's the secret weapon. All right. You notice we take the boards down. These boards don't stay up. It's once a week. It's a team meeting, right? So we take the boards down, okay? I've done my recognition. I take these and I hand them to my assistant manager. My assistant manager takes all the information off of it and plugs it into the schedule, and then takes off takes a business card or takes a piece of paper or takes whatever, and writes down the information for the rep, because why? They just filled out the form. Do they have the information with them or anything like that? No, so well, I give them a reminder, right? So basically, as we leave, I've got my schedule. The schedule's filled out. They've transposed it. I got 5 people coming at 3 o'clock for PCs at this. And if I only have 1 person run the PC, what do? PC for 5 people. Just do a group PC, right? Does that make sense? I mean, not going to stress out that. People are going to come in when they come in. We're going to help them when we help them, right? Okay, so anyway, if I got 3 assistants in the office, we break them out. Whatever. You make it work. That's the easy part. But you have the schedule. Okay, so the AMs put it together, they divvy it up, it's all taken care of. At the end of the meeting, we go, hey, just want to remind you, you're coming in for your PC tomorrow. Hey, I'll see you at the phone jam, here's when you're coming in, and we give them that stuff. Plus, we've got all the schedules, now when we're PDI, it's easy to make reminder calls. Is that sweet or what? So, how easy is that, right? It's plug and play. You're going to have a great tip, you're going to make some good things happen with this. So, all right. I have a couple of really good things, but I'll just have to save that for later because I'm way over time. My 5 minutes is 25 minutes. So anyway, you like the boards? Can we get this in motion? Yeah. All right, cool. Well, on the conference calls, our weekly calls that we have, we'll start getting feedback and updates, and we're going to get this program rocking. All right. So, Dobson, are you the MC?
No.
No?
I was just getting text messages.
Ah, guys. Am I the MC? Yeah. I'm the MC. Dave's the MC?
I am now.
I'll be the MC. I don't care. I've already put the whole schedule off. All right, so let's see. Okay. Personal recruiting. Michael Dobson. I like that MC. Do I need to say anything more? How about this? Let me throw this out there. I'm going to throw a challenge out as part of his introduction. Michael Dobson has had a program that works, with the exception of one small glitch for everybody else. Okay? His program that he does... You're good.
All right. Eric, I really do appreciate you taking the time with me. Thanks so much for this. I guess I want to know a little bit about yourself. Tell me about you.
Well, I'm going to UCO. I'm almost done. I'm a senior. I'm going for advertising and just trying to get through school.
Cool. All right. What made you choose UCO?
It was close to home, but it wasn't like too small of a school. It was just a lot of my friends were there too.
Really? That's cool. Do you play any sports?
I played baseball in high school, but I don't play anymore.
How'd you do with baseball in high school?
Pretty good. We made the state tournament every year.
Really?
Won 1 year, so.
You won the state championship? That's awesome. Did you? Now, were you started on the team?
Now I'm moving one. I was like sophomore, and so I didn't play that much, but I got to play a little bit.
A little bit. What position you play? What was like your best position?
First base and catcher mostly.
Very cool. So you have some like power when you hit.
Decent, I guess.
Decent. You got a good arm, I'm sure, playing catcher.
Yeah, pretty good.
Very cool. Do you have any plays at the plate that were like really intense?
I had one guy, he came at me, just jumped up with his cleats right up on me, like made my leg bleed, and then we hit him next time we got the bat.
Really? Did you get him out too on that one? Or?
Yeah, he's out.
Nice. That's cool. All right. So one of those, sometimes people don't talk about baseball being a violent sport, but sometimes it's pretty intense. Well, I really do appreciate you taking the time with me, and I guess I first want you to know that unfortunately, just with how everything works out, I typically can only meet with one person per training class. I have to work with the new people. I also have a lot of other obligations that take me out. So I really only, when I meet with this one person, it's really someone who I really see has a lot of potential. And just with how you start out so far, out of your entire training class, Eric, you're the person that I really want to meet with, and I've been really impressed with yourself. So I do appreciate you taking the time, and I promise to make this worthwhile for you as well. I know that when, I guess we had talked earlier, you talked with me about, like on Friday, for instance, you talked with me about doing 10,000 in your fast start before you made your calls, and then on Saturday morning, after you got those, I think you had like 6 or 8 appointments set up. After you got those appointments, we talked again about your goals. You said you want to do 10,000, that was the thing. And now, obviously, you're a couple days in, you've sold about $2,500 or so. What is your goal at this point?
I still want to do 10,000. I like that fun. That window night looks like fun, so I'll do that definitely.
Totally. Okay. Well, very cool. Well, one of the important things I'd like to know is exactly what you're shooting for. Now, one thing I'm going to go through with you, and I'm actually going to leave this with you at the end, but you'll see on here I put 10K, and then you're going to see me put like a little plus symbol. What that means is 10K or more. The one thing I would encourage you, I've had some experiences, you may hit this earlier on than you expect, potentially, and I would hate to see you stop, So if you do achieve this, sometimes we have some people who hit the 10K and then they keep going and they end up winning, doing 15K. And I'll show you some of those people who've done it as well on the process. So that's one thing I want you to be aware of. Now, what's really interesting is with your start so far and the success you have, I'm not sure if you realize this, but you're actually right on pace to actually do even a little bit more than 10,000 as well. Here's a guy, his name is Jay Juster. He was from our Dallas office. He actually, you'll see on here, he did over $10,000 in his first 10 days. And you'll see after his first couple days, he actually did a little bit less than what you had sold. He did about $2,152, so a little bit behind where you are. And you'll see he had a couple more orders, afterwards. And then you'll see after his advanced training 2, his last weekend exploded. But he actually did over $10,000, even being a little bit less than where you're at as well. We had another one of our representatives also on our team, and is actually this gentleman by the name of Chris White. Now, Chris, he a little bit ahead of you. He was at about $2,700, so a couple $100 or so, and he had done right around the same amount of appointments. I think you've done 8 or so, and he had done 8, but he had made 7 sales and. Right, so the only difference is he had 1 extra order than you. But you'll see he did about $2,700, a couple $100 more than you. But you'll see